So I got this for $3. This is the GameCube memory card that has, I think it's like 10,000 or 1,000 blocks. I think it's like the one with the most amount of space. So yeah, for $3, pretty good deal. So just picked up this Wii U bundle, the 32 gigabyte for 45, but after 20% off, it ended up being 36. Mainly picked it up for these two blue Wii Motion Plus controllers, and everything is really clean. All the cords are there. It comes with two nunchucks. No game, but I should be able to sell this for 80 or so bucks. So yeah. Alright, you guys saw I got a few games in there. However, I also got this for 15 bucks, but then 12 after the 20% off. No charger or anything, but it's in really nice shape. The stylus in the back and the Game Boy slot is there, and the hinges aren't broken at all. They're really nice and clean, and you can see both the screens are in really good shape. So for 12 bucks, definitely a steal right here. This goes for like 40 bucks even with like broken hinges, so pretty nice find right here. The yard sale over there. Got a little Genesis bundle right here. Everything's really dusty, and it's mostly sports games, but we got some good stuff. Mortal Kombat 3 is the best one. System, 2 controllers. Paid 20 bucks. Not a bad deal. Not much at Goodwill, just this single Game Boy game for 2 bucks. I was late to stocking, and apparently there were quite a few N64, Atari, and original NES games, but it is what it is. The sale right over there. Got some Atari, an Atari 2600 with a few games and manuals, and 2 Wii games. I paid 24 bucks for everything. Not a bad deal. I've actually never found an Atari before, so this is pretty cool. So this was definitely a nice surprise. So basically, the guy texted me telling me he had a whole bunch of stuff, but, you know, unfortunately I had work at around the time he was stocking. So I figured I'd come in and talk to the manager. Hopefully the one that I really liked would be there, and thankfully she was. And I asked her, and she brought everything out. Now, you could tell that they looked everything up online, but they did really fair prices. Like, everything was like half of what it was worth on eBay. Like, the highest price game was $8, and the lowest price game was 99 cents. So definitely not a bad haul. I got 10 games in total for 33 bucks, and I'll show you guys everything I picked up in the recap. Alright everyone, welcome to the recap portion of the video. Pretty solid month overall. Not as good as last year's April, but still pretty decent. Got a lot of consoles, which is strange considering this Goodwill usually hella overprices them, but they might have had someone different pricing them this month because got some really good deals, as well as some stuff at the yard sales that you guys saw. So yeah, let's move on to the pickups. First things first, we got a GameCube memory card. The best one to find for sure, the white one. This is the one with the most space out of any official GameCube memory card. It has 1,000 blocks on it, 1,019 blocks. Focus. It's got 1,019 blocks. It's a really good memory card for sure. Paid 3 bucks for that. And then up next, we got a 360 game, a Call of Duty Black Ops combo pack. There we go. It's got both 1 and 2. Both games are in there. Neither manual is in here, but I should still be able to get about 15 bucks out of that. I paid $5 for it. This next find is pretty unfortunate. I got these Wii games for 2 bucks each at a yard sale, at a community yard sale actually, and it was the first yard sale I went to, so I thought I'd be finding a lot more stuff, but out of the 20 to 30 sales, there wasn't a single other video game find I got. Nobody even said that they had video games that someone picked up. It was just barren. Most of the people that said they had video games either said that they were keeping them or that they would take down my number and call me back, but you guys know how that goes. I still managed to get these pretty decent games for $2 a piece. First up, we have Rampage Total Destruction. That was complete. And we got New Super Mario Bros. Wii. Had some inserts, but was missing the manual. And then Super Mario Galaxy, but inside was actually a copy of Super Smash Bros. Brawl, which is definitely a better game to find than Galaxy. So that was it for that community yard sale. Definitely unfortunate I couldn't find anything else, but it is what it is. This next find you guys saw, I was pretty shocked to see this here at the Goodwill. We got the Wii U that you guys saw, the 32GB version. Came with all the cords as well as the gamepad, the charging station for the gamepad, as well as the sensory bar. And definitely one of the main reasons why I picked this bundle up. Still probably would have picked it up for the price that it was at, but this just sweetened the pot. These two Wii Motion Plus Wii remotes, I really love this shade of blue. I've never seen it before, and it's honestly really cool. They go for about $15 to $20 each online, and a couple of nunchucks as well. And when I was testing the system out, I turned it on, and inside was a copy of Super Smash Bros. For Wii U. So, surprised to see that this game has definitely dipped a bit as price. Actually, I'm probably not as surprised because I know Ultimate just came out, but it's only like a $10 loose disc now, so I should still be able to bundle that with the system, and I should be able to get anywhere between $80 to $100, and I paid $36 for it after the 20% off. This next find, again, another console, this Nintendo DS, the Icy Blue variant, in really good shape. It has both the Game Boy slot and the stylet, and the hinges aren't broken, and the screens are in pretty good shape, so for $12, definitely a good pickup right here. No charger, but this still goes anywhere between like $30 to $45. Then we got a couple of games, nothing crazy. We have Loons, The Fight for Fame, just an Xbox exclusive I didn't have. That was complete. We got a copy of Rocksmith 2014. Even without the cord, it still goes for anywhere between like $10 to $15. And then we have not one copy, but two copies of Mario Party 8. Both are complete. However, this copy right here does not work. However, I do have a disc resurfacer that should be able to get that working good as new. Alright, this next find was a yard sale find. I actually wasn't planning on going to the yard sales that day. I was actually on my way to work. It was about 11 o'clock in the afternoon. These people were just getting ready to take everything down. And I walked up and I asked, and originally the wife just flat out said, no, we don't have anything like that. But then she asked the husband, and he walked inside the garage and literally 2 seconds later brought out this Genesis stuff. He actually told me that he had found it about 15 minutes before I came over, so that was pretty cool. Paid $20 for everything, nothing spectacular in the lot. We got the Genesis Model 2 system that came with all the cords, as well as two controllers, one being a 6-button variant, which is always nice to find. And then, like I said, the games aren't anything special. We have NHL 94, NBA Jam, Sonic 2, NFL Quarterback Club, PGA European Tour, that was missing the manual, Madden 96, also missing the manual, and the only game that I'm actually going to end up keeping out of this whole lot is Mortal Kombat 3. Still a nice find, goes for anywhere between $15 to $20, and it is complete. Should be able to sell all the other Genesis stuff for anywhere between $30 to $40. Should be able to at least get my money back and keep Mortal Kombat 3. Alright, this next find is pretty good for me. Some 360 games. We got Red Dead Redemption Game of the Year Edition. This was complete and in very mint shape, so happy to get that. And then a 360 game that has actually been on the top of my list for a while, Aliens vs. Predator. I love the movies, and Rebellion, I believe they actually made the Warriors game, which I hear is pretty good. They made this game as well, so it's probably going to be a pretty good game. It goes for anywhere between $15 to $20, so very happy to get that. Now, these next couple of finds, you guys heard that I did miss out on some Nintendo stuff. However, he didn't put it out. Basically, a collector friend of mine did the same thing that I did. He asked about, you know, if they had any stuff in the back that they hadn't priced yet. Said they had a whole bunch of Nintendo stuff, and basically got all the stuff. It was mostly Atari stuff, but he sent me a picture. There was some good N64 and NES games, but I mean, it is what it is. However, he did leave behind a few Game Boy games. We got Penguin Wars. That was $2. Surprised to see that they priced it a bit lower, because they usually price Game Boy games at $5. And then this was found the next day, Earthworm Jim, also $2. I don't know if they're going to be pricing those for $2 each from now on, but if they do, I'm fine with it. Alright, what was the next find? Okay, so the next find was another yard sale find. It was an Atari 2600 bundle, as well as a few Wii games. I'll show you guys those real quick. I paid $2 each for these. Wii Sports Resort, that was missing the manual. And then Michael Jackson The Experience, this one was complete. Paid $2 for that. Both are going to be sold. But then we have the big Atari 2600 system. Let me show that for you real quick. Oh no. Give me one sec. The cord got tangled up with everything. Give me one sec. Okay, sorry about that. That was a mean tangle. But we got the system itself. The original 2600 model. I forget what it's called. Like, I don't know what they call it, but it's got the wood finish at the bottom, and only came with 2 games. Came with nothing special, Combat and then Demon Attack, but it also came with all of the manuals, the system manual, the video game catalog, and then the manual for both games. So that was a pretty cool bundle for $20 each, or for $20. It also came with 2 controllers. We got these 2 right here, the regular ones, and then the paddles. So yeah, that was a good bundle for $20. I've never actually owned an Atari 2600, so that should be fun to play. Probably not, probably way too outdated for me. But this next find actually was definitely really good. Basically, he ended up texting me, the guy who stocks books, texted me that they were going to have a whole bunch of NES games the same day that I found all the Atari 2600 stuff. I was already on my way to work at that point, and it was around 9:30 in the morning, and unfortunately, I wouldn't be there when he stopped to bring out all those NES games. So I figured maybe I'd stop at Goodwill before I went to work and see if they'd bring it all out. And luckily enough, they did. One of my favorite managers was working there. I basically asked her, I was like, is there any possible way, like as nice as possible? And she said, yeah, sure. And so she brought everything out. However, this was a pretty bittersweet pickup in the sense that I could tell that they looked everything up. And I think that this is going to be pretty much like the basis from now on. They're going to look up all the old Nintendo stuff. However, the good news about it is that they priced it really fairly. They didn't price anything at eBay. Pretty much, I'm guessing that they priced everything at like what they saw for like half eBay, which honestly I'm fine with. It keeps the resellers away, and you know, I get to add most of these games to my collection. I did end up leaving quite a few games behind, again, because they were games already owned and I couldn't really resell. It was like Adventures of Link, what else was there? Super Mario Bros. 3, there was Tank Mobile, there's a few other games, Ninja Gaiden, and they did have some, like, I felt like they were pretty on the nose with all the pricing, but there were some games that they just really did not price very well. Like Gauntlet was at $8, and that's like an $8 game itself, so I wasn't going to pay eBay for that. And then there was also a few games that weren't 50% off, but were actually lower than that, which I ended up picking up. So I'll show you guys everything I got. The lowest I paid for a game was 99 cents, and the most I paid was $7.99. And yeah, paid $33 for 10 games. So first up we have Bases Loaded. That was 99 cents, as well as Bases Loaded 3. I thought this was the rare one, the Bases Loaded 4 for a sec, but unfortunately it was not. Then we got Baseball with the manual. I paid $1.49 for that. Then we have Tetris, which I surprisingly did not own, for $1.99. Then we have Dragon Warrior for $2.99. Blaster Master with the manual, also $2.99. That was one of the games that was kind of kind of underpriced because with the manual this goes for like 15 bucks, so pretty good find right there. Then we got 2 games for $6.99. Heavy Barrel, which I've actually never heard of. It's like a $10, $15 game. And then Super Mario Bros. 2, again, mispriced because it comes with the manual. Definitely shoots the price up quite a bit. And then the 2 games that were priced at $7.99. This first game is how I knew that they literally looked up everything, because most places, they only look up like the stuff they know is valuable, like the Marios and the Zeldas. They rarely look up the sports game, but you can definitely tell they looked up this sports game. Tecmo Super Bowl. This is like a $15, $20 game, and they had it at $7.99. Like I said, not a terrible deal, so, you know, worst case scenario would have been priced at 20 bucks. And then definitely the best game, Legend of Zelda Gold Cart. This was also $7.99, so very happy to get all those games. And then the final pickup of the month, stay for the pickup of the month. We got a couple of 360 games. We have Minecraft, which is actually factory sealed, which is definitely a huge plus. This game goes for like 20, 30 bucks factory sealed. And we got Amazing Spider-Man with this cool slipcover, which is pretty much the only reason why I picked it up. Game is in there, but no manual. And then a game that I paid a little more than I wanted to have, but still a really good deal, especially after 20% off. Animal Crossing New Leaf for the 3DS. I paid $8 for that. They didn't look it up. I asked the guy who stocks books. He just said he knew that this was more valuable, so he priced it at $9.99. Just still a very good price for this game. It goes for about 20 bucks, and it's a game I've been after for so long. I was really hoping I'd be able to get it for the $5 Target deal, but I managed to get it here for 8 bucks. So that is it for that month, except for the pickup of the month. Alright, so it's still pretty early in the month, so I have no clue if this will be the pickup of the month or not, but I'm pretty sure it will be. This complete in-box original Xbox system. The box itself is in pretty good shape. It's the bundle with the Sega GT and Jet Set Radio Future double game, I guess. That was the only thing that wasn't included. However, it's not a big deal since I already own the game. The box itself is in pretty good shape, except for you could see that the top has some tape and some tear, and then the bottom is just unbelievably taped down, more than likely by Goodwill. I really hate how they do that, but overall, like, other than that, it's in really good shape. The system itself is in pretty good shape. It works, comes with the cords and everything. It also comes with 4 controllers, which was a nice surprise. Definitely one of the reasons why I ended up buying it. 2 of the big original controllers and then 2 of the smaller ones. Unfortunately, only 2 of the adapters. However, it's nice to find these because these are actually kind of getting harder and harder to find. It also came with all the extras, like the manuals and like the insurance papers and stuff like that. So yeah, definitely a really good deal. I paid 40 bucks, but then 20% off of that, I paid 32. And I see this system bundle online, like complete in the box, go for anywhere between like 80 to 100 bucks. So for that price, that's an insanely good deal, and more than likely, I'll be bundling the system itself with a few of the extra games I have laying around and like 1 or 2 of the controllers, and should hopefully make like 60, 70 bucks and double my money for what I paid for everything. So yeah, really great find. Don't know if it's the pickup of the month yet, but if it's not, then let's just move on.